What up, y'all? I'm back with another review, and I'm here to review this new album from New York MC Big Mike. Now, I found Big Mike in my YouTube recommendations section. I was looking at something, I forget exactly what, but his music video "State of Mind" came up, which is the title track for this album. "State of Mind" is the title, as well as the goodness, is the album title as well. And it's 10 tracks, and it is, I don't want to say, oh, it's that real hip hop, which it is, but I don't want to put that label on it because it can surprise you. You just have to listen to it. Let's go ahead and get right into it. And Mike is a independent, um, underground, definitely an underground artist. I wouldn't say he goes for the mainstream sound or is trying to be mainstream at all. So I'll go ahead and say he's an underground artist who can go out of that zone. He can go out of that comfort zone of the underground if he wants to. He proved that on this album, and he's getting good reception for this project as well, um, worldwide in the underground hip hop scene. And I wrote this review for OKThough.com. Y'all know that I write for that. And I'm gonna read exactly what I wrote. Of course, I'm gonna have my own little video twist on it. I don't have any notes because I didn't write any. I just wrote the review on OKThough.com. So, and if you want to read that, links in the description. New York MC Big Mike is generating an undeniable buzz in the underground hip hop scene from all over the world. His new album, State of Mind, comes in nothing short of a miracle for me, given the fact that I found out about him through seeing his music video for the single State of Mind, which came up in the recommended section of my YouTube page. In the first track, State of Mind, it's just he just assassinates the banger of a beat with his lyrics. He comes through with a serious hunger on the delivery and with a chip on his shoulder when he acknowledges any critics who judge his appearance by saying, "I don't give a fuck if you've been laughing because I'm fat and white." When I heard that, I was like, okay, I can hear the hunger. I can hear the chip that he has on his shoulder. Like he's about something, which I can respect. Then it's track number 2, which is probably my favorite track on here. Society is a record where Mike spits depressing lyrics over the depressing beat, highlighting his shortcomings and those of society and the pressures of living as a human being in the modern world and the useless activities that too many of us indulge in. Track number 3, on the purpose. On this track, the MC speaks on what the purposes are behind him and his team's everyday grind and how they are or seem to be the only ones maybe around in their area who are working for what everybody seems to claim to want but won't grind for. And he also lets you know just who he is and who he allows around him and tries to motivate you at the same time. The next track, Cold Hearted. The big guy really has no problem here showing his softer side, where the subject is about how he's over and done with an ex sweetheart who at one point had a good head on her shoulders, but turned out to be a cold hearted bitch and a hoe. And is always nagging now and trying to find her way back to Mike. And the phone call outro really like summed up just how much of a pain she can be and how fed up Mike is with her at this point. The next track is Dion Skit. I forget what this dude's artist name was, like Dion Point 6.20 or something like that. It's pulling. It's just a hilarious scene where this troll, I assume he was a fanboy, but just judging on what he was saying and doing, how Mike was like, "Is this dude serious right now?" I assume like, okay, he's a troll slash fanboy, I guess. He's desperately trying to get put on and he's completely wasting Mike's time. Like he came up with this delivery, this vocal delivery over a beat that was clearly, according to Mike, it was Mike's. Um, it was his content that he was saying, and what did you say? The Good Vibe Tribe, and that is Mike's. He came up with that, and so it's like, okay, this dude is a troll, or he's a fanboy who really doesn't think that Mike came up with any of this stuff, or doesn't know, or I'm not sure what. He might have been under the influence. I'm not sure, but this was ridiculous. Um, the next track, though, Pull Up, is Mike telling you what he and his crew are doing and what they'll be doing when the ball really starts rolling. and which they'll be doing is parlaying, flexing, and flossing, um, pulling up. The next track is a change of pace on where the album begins. The change of pace at least begins for the album. Waves featuring Lavish, where Mike doesn't necessarily change his subject or delivery. It's just the addition of a feature and the type of feature it is. It's only on the hook, and it has that kind of a mainstream sound to it. Like the guy Lavish, he goes yeah after everything, and I'm like, okay, but I don't really mind this here because I don't listen to that type of music. Um, and y'all know this though. I wouldn't be writing for OKThough.com if I did like that kind of music and tried to write reviews for that. It wouldn't be happening. The next track is 18, and the change of pace continues here with the banger, where Mike just shows how far he has come since grinding since age 13 to now being with the right people, the A team, and living it up, and now looking forward to one day reaching the point of making it. He doesn't say that, but you know, certain things that happen. You've made it when this happens. So he looks forward to making it one day and rapping for Sway with the five you know, the Five Finger Death Punch, and going on the Breakfast Club. And I think he said he wants to take the Donkey Day and count Angela Yee in there and have a threesome with her. I was like, God damn. And with that, he shows you how technical and how aggressive he can spit. The next track is Same Stuff, which brings the core vibe of the album back with the beat and conscious lyrics of how Mike is missing how things used to be back in the day where he and his boys used to do the same stuff before they grew up and started to fade from each other, which is relatable because I know what that feels like, even though I'm still in touch with all my boys. Definitely, we grew up and we're starting to do our own thing now. We didn't necessarily have time. So this is relatable. And the closing track is 365 Outro, but Mike reflects on the last year of his career, and he talks about where he is at now, and also gives credits to everybody who was instrumental in the process of creating this album. And thank you to I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you to anybody who helped create this album, because this was a joy to listen to, and especially a thank you to Mike for putting this out. And thank you to YouTube recommendation, because I would have never known about this. Maybe can't say that. I might have never known about this if I didn't find that. So, just considering the heartfelt, conscious lyrics and delivery, plus the welcome changes of pace, the relatable content, and the reception it's getting from the hip hop community, this album will be looked back at one day as where it all started for Mike to be able to reach his peak as an artist. Now, y'all know what I'm saying. But just in case anybody doesn't, I'm not sure how you couldn't. What I'm saying is this is where it all starts. When we look back one day when he's at his peak or is getting closer and closer to it, when he's made it or is about to make it, we'll say this is where it all really started to happen, right here. And this is just me coming in. I'm just now on the wave, I guess you could say. He may have had this kind of buzz or similar to this type of recognition before this project. I'm just now coming in. But as far as I go, when I first got to Big Mike, I can say he was already starting to get some kind of recognition in the hip hop scene. So overall, I gave this, well, as far as the rounds went, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. The content, I gave it a 3.75 out of 5. And the beats, I give it a 4 out of 5. So overall, I gave it a 3.75 out of 5, which is a 7.5 out of 10, which is not bad at all. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm just now finding Big Mike, so I'm not sure it's the new album, but I'm not sure if it's the debut or not. Either way, though, dope project. I recommend you listen to it. I'll leave the link to the stream in the description below, and I'll also leave the link so you can read this. And I already have the review, well, my written review. I'll leave the link so you can read that in the description below. It's already up, obviously it's already up, so I'll put it in the description like I said. And if you're here now watching because you saw the written review, thank you. You didn't really miss out whether you read it or watched the video, because it's basically it's the exact same thing pretty much. So like I said, be sure to check out this project, stream it, buy it, and who knows, maybe you'll really like it and become a supporter of Big Mike as well. And like I said, be sure to also read the review and Thank you for watching. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button if you liked it. Share the review. Subscribe if you're new. Get at me on Twitter, Facebook, AudioMac, SoundCloud, Instagram, and hit up my email for business. And what I mean by hit up my email for business is if you need your music chopped and screwed, reviewed, if you need beats made, you want to be featured on one of my upcoming DJ mixtapes, or you just have any business inquiries that you just might have to inquire about, just let me know. The email is dynamicjab@gmail.com. And like I said, thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time.